I mean, I know you've kissed and everything, but something is definitely on your mind. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. So obviously I released my reaction to the first episode of Young Royals a couple of weeks ago. And I decided that what I'm going to do for the rest of this series is, obviously I want to try and get my reactions to season 1 up before I do my reactions to season 2, which comes out, I now realise, on the 1st of November. So we've not got a whole lot of time to get those up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting my reactions together. So this video will be my reactions to both episodes 2 and 3. And then we'll get the rest of my reactions up as well, so we can get them out before season 2 starts. So since it's going to be a long video anyway, let's just get into it. I really like how real it is. Like, obviously it's set in this world of incredible privilege. The prince goes to their school, like, they're so wealthy. However, you still see them go through struggles that are just like so relatable, and that all young people, well, a lot of young people go through these struggles, like them being peer pressured at the table to talk about who they're hooking up with, and like, if you weren't hooking up with someone, being made to feel like there's something wrong with you because of that. They're not trying to make a show where it's like adults playing teenagers, having adults' problems. They're doing a show that's teenagers playing teenagers with teenagers' problems. Oh, baby! I forgot how sweet he was.
God morgon.
Du slösar så lite energi som möjligt. Men det är också så.
Du har inte glömt bort allt du?
Nej. Ja.
Du, Susan. Skulle du kunna bli en bra styrman av det? Man behöver ha lite mindre kropp så.
I feel like if you've watched my reaction to Heartstopper, I feel like, what's his name? Not Ben, the other one. Harry. I feel like Harry and August are very similar people. Like, they're so insecure in themselves that they find the person that they think is an easy target and they bully them to make themselves feel better. And that's what August does, and he's threatened because he wants to be close with Villa because he thinks that that's going to get him some power for some reason. And he's threatened to think that Villa doesn't hate Simon. Someone's got a crush. Someone's got a huge crush.
Sluta nu. Se bara till att du inte är på skolans wifi när du håller på att surfa. Det kan bli jävligt pinsamt det där. Du ville se till att vara färgrunkad och startklar till någon slags man, okej? Ja. Bra.
Dickhead.
Hej Wilhelm.
Erik.
Läget?
Orkar inte med August på riktigt. Är han alltid så här eller?
Yes, he's a dick.
Jo, men han har alltid varit...
Gå till kuratorn, gör en egen utredning. Alltså, jag kan inte hålla den här takten.
Men Birkenstock-sossen. Du vet att jag inte ens har ADHD, det kommer ju fan inte funka.
You shouldn't be taking ADHD medicine if you don't have ADHD. It's not for you. I get that you're addicted to it. I get that it's a problem. You don't actually need the medicine. You actually just need help. Like, you could really benefit from going to see a therapist and actually being open and honest, because I think one of the reasons why August is such an unlikable character and does such terrible things is because he's hurting so much and he actually just needs some help.
Didn't go to college, still got a PhD. Me and my girls got a knowledge from MTV.
Att du tar hand om skolans freaks på det sättet.
Fuck you, August.
Yeah, fuck
Se
you!
bara till att du inte rubs off.
Sara är inget freak. Okej att hon har sina diagnoser och så, men hon är fan den mest äkta här.
Vadå för diagnoser?
Typ Aspergers och någon ADHD-grej.
Shouldn't have told him about the ADHD. Oh, Villa, you have it bad. You want him so bad. It's so sweet. He does a really good job at portraying Villa as terrified. Like, you can tell that he's scared and excited about Simon. Like it's done so well. And I feel like it's so relatable, having your first crush, and it being like a bit of a rush, but then also you trying to hide it from people and you being really confused and nervous about your feelings. Yeah, it's just done really well.
Ja, det funkar väl. Det finns inte så mycket att göra här. Alltså, alla liksom gör samma saker och alla känner alla. Så det är... Ja, det låter ungefär som mitt liv.
They're both quite similar in the fact that both of them want to get out. Both of them are living this life that they feel kind of trapped in, and both of them just want an escape from that, and they're able to have that together.
Ja, alltså jag kan gå och fixa.
Jag kan ta det, det är lugnt. Ska du ha ketchup och senap?
Ja, kokt eller grillat?
Grillat.
Är du? Okej, tack. Shit, prinsen alltså.
Mhm.
Vad händer?
Bro, du gillar honom?
Nej, jag vet inte.
Ska du ha kokt eller grillat? Jag avsluta din mening. Vad händer? Du gillar
Men
verkligen
sluta för han kommer.
Bro, du
kommer. Du är grym!
It's so real. That's how you would act if your friend brought the prince to the football game and you could tell that they were super into him. You would be like Simon's friend. You'd be like, hey, prince. Oh. This, however, this was the first sign that Simon doesn't get it. Like, I love them together, and I do love them both individually. Don't get me wrong on this, but he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't get what it means that Villa is the prince. Like, you can't go taking Instagram stories of him and posting them without even having a conversation with Villa about it. Yes, they're very similar, and yes, Villa just wants to be a normal guy, but he's not. He's the prince. And Simon just doesn't seem to get that there's things that he can't do, and that there's things that he shouldn't do because of the fact that Villa's the prince. At the very least, he should have a discussion with Villa about it. That's just my opinion. I mean, I get that they're like 16 years old, so maybe I'm expecting too much and I am being quite harsh on him. That's just my feelings on it. That was my initial reaction as well. That hasn't changed from the first time I watched it. I still think that it was not the smartest move. That's really, really sweet though, where they're like almost holding hands.
Har du lärorikt?
Fuck. They know exactly where you were because it was posted on fucking social media. Also though, it's none of August's fucking business whether Villa wants to go do whatever the fuck you want. It's none of your business. You are not his keeper. You are not his teacher. You have no authority over him. Just stay the fuck out of this. Yeah. It's not about him not wanting to be seen with you. It's about the fact that he's the prince and you didn't think about the fact that you were putting him on social media. And like, I get 100% where Villa's coming from. And I don't think that it's just about August finding out. I think that Villa obviously gets it. He'd have been like media trained and everything. This isn't good, especially when he's having to lay low because of what happened in that bar. I mean, you weren't doing anything bad in that video, but still, yeah, it's just, it'd be best for him if he's not put on social media.
Jag ville bara höra mig för om terminsavgiften.
Nu förstår jag inte.
Nej, den är inte betald.
You broke,
Och jag har
mate.
fått tag i din mamma.
He does have a lot to deal with. I mean, this is going to turn into a freaking August commentary channel. Just me talking about him and trying to understand his character. And I don't want to excuse any of the things that he does because I think that he's a terrible person. But maybe actually by the end of it I won't think that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think that, I mean, it's not even a question that he does terrible things, but you can do terrible things and not be a terrible person. I'm still reserving judgment on August, but he's having to deal with a lot of adult things that he shouldn't have to deal with when he's still a child. He's under 18, he's still a child. Oh, he's also got addiction to deal with as well. Forgot about that one. What a classic move. It's so sweet though.
What about the kid?
This is about us now.
Yeah, people could see. He's still so scared of his own feelings and of people finding out about them.
Tja. Hej. Är du okej?
They're both so nervous. That's so sweet that he made that move. Like, it must have been a lot because he's the freaking prince. And he's still not sure, I don't think, that Villa is not straight.
Jag är inte... Jag är inte... Stopp, vänta.
Hear him out, hear him out. Doesn't want you to leave. My babies! And everyone just conveniently leaves. So they can be alone.
Så, visa mig när du kan.
Did we all see him just like staring at Villa's lips? I mean, I know you've kissed and everything, but something is definitely on your mind.
Jag ville bara säga att jag tänker att vi kanske ska glömma det.
I forgot about this.
För att jag sa ju ändå att jag liksom... Att jag inte
You're
är
not
sån.
gay. Except you
du?
are like that.
Ja, jag förstår.
I get it though. Like, there's a whole nother level. At the end of the day, Villa is a... How old is he? 16? 16-year-old boy trying to figure out his sexuality for the first time. That's confusing enough as it is, without adding on the other level, and the fact that he is part of the royal family and his life is publicised, and the choices that he makes get judged by the entire country. He has responsibilities that no other 16-year-old boy has, and he has to consider how this would play out in the media if this got out. And it must be so much harder for him to go through this with that extra level of having to think about that on top of just what would his friends think. It's what would the entire country think. And I think that sometimes Simon doesn't get that. I just don't see that. There's times where I'm like, you don't get who Villa is. I do wonder if Villa was just a normal teenage boy, if he would have still said to Simon, let's just be friends, or whether he would have gone for it if he wasn't the prince. Interesting.
Skulle du kunna göra mig sällskap?
Yes. Oh yes, very much so.
Vad hände med att vi skulle glömma allt? Jag tar tillbaka det.
Yeah, he couldn't forget about it.
Okej. Okej, bra. Ses här nu.
they're not subtle about it at all. If they're trying to hide the fact that they like each other, they're doing a terrible job. I'm pretty sure both Sada and Simon's mum figured that out just from that performance.
Och jag trivs verkligen.
Ja, trivs Wilhelm då?
Jo, men det tror jag. Tror.
Vadå? Nej, nu får du berätta. Jag vet verkligen. Och jag ser ju att han likar ju allt som du postar.
Ja.
Det är spännande. Det är jättespännande.
Her mum's the worst. No wonder Felice's like self-esteem is tied up with like her social media. When her mum's like, oh, and he likes a lot of your posts. Like that really, like that genuinely really matters. And it's really toxic that she's making Felice feel like that does matter.
Det blir ju ingen gemensam lunch idag på grund av föräldradagen.
Va? Det är ju därför vi är här.
Föräldralunchen är ju inte för externa, utan för de som bor här.
You
Mamma är här.
freaking worst.
Jag förstår. Det måste vara stort för henne. Vet ni vad? Jag ordnar det. Jag kan flytta runt lite bord så får ni säkert plats.
Oh yeah. So August is the worst, right? Because he's like, it's not open to you, but I will sort it out so that you can do this. Like you're doing them a favour. Disgusting. He loves, everything is a freaking power play for August. And I think that's, like, watching it a second time is so much easier to see through that and to see that that's all he has. The reason why he does this is because he has such low self-esteem. Because he feels like he has to do this. He has to have power over people because he hates himself.
Ska du, Wilhelm, min lillebror, stanna i skolan?
Ja, vad är ditt problem? Ja. Du har träffat någon.
Yeah. His brother knows Ville so well. He sees right through him. Oh God, they have the most wonderful relationship. It makes me so sad because I know what's coming. God.
Hallå, njut av det där.
Sen kommer folk att börja tycka en massa saker och...
Du bryr sig om mig, det är för att du är kronprins om de
Yeah.
Jag fattar inte, varför sitter du inne på ditt rum och trycker när du har ett ragg?
Fuck you, det är inget ragg.
Vad kallar du det för?
Hej då, Erik, hej då. Du är jobbig, hej då.
Oh, it's the worst. I mean, I'm going to talk about it now because I might forget it by the time it actually comes up. But it's so true. Ville had a chance that things could work out with Simon because he wasn't the crown prince until Erik dies. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know, I mean, you must have known from the way that I've spoken about it, and also this show has been out for over a year now. Erik dies. At that point, the little chance that Ville had to be with Simon just vanished instantly, and he literally foreshadows it there, where he's like, oh, people don't care who I'm with. I'm not the crowned prince. You will be. And people will care. You can't be the gay crown prince who's dating, I mean, not to be like like, it's awful. I'm not saying that it's right, but it wouldn't be able to go anywhere, even if Simon was a girl, because of Simon's social status. So the fact that he's a boy, it's just doomed right from the start. From the moment that Eric dies, their relationship is doomed. That's my opinion. And I know that that's awful, but I'm just being realistic about it. He don't want to sit next to you, August. Because he hates you.
Inte han sitta bredvid dig?
Jag rider och så alltid på morgonen, nästan alltid på kvällen. Jag mockar, jag fodrar.
Oh.
Jag rider.
Men varför rider du så?
För att Felice inte vill.
Felice?
She's so honest, and she doesn't realise that what she's saying is going to hurt Felice. And it's not Sarah's fault, because she genuinely just doesn't realise that that's the wrong thing to say in that situation.
Jag vill ha mina pengar! Fattar inte du det? Om jag hade haft det så hade jag gett det till dig! Jag har inga pengar! Min familj är pank, jag har inget kvar!
You aren't getting your money.
Jag vet inte vad de gör med dig på den här skolan, Simon. Men du är fan inte bättre än han.
That must have been hard to hear, because August is the absolute worst, but you did humiliate him. And I know that you didn't realise, and I know that you are stressed, but that's part of the reason why he does it. He has his reasons why he is an arse and he humiliates and screws with people. It doesn't make it right. Just like the reasons that you did it to him can't justify that either.
Hej.
Hej. Får jag komma in?
Ja, visst.
This was a massive mistake on Felice's part. Like, I get it. She felt humiliated in front of her parents, who she already doesn't feel good enough when it comes to her mum. She then tried to kiss Villa and got rejected. And she knows that if she goes to August's room, he's not going to reject her. She knows how he feels about her, and she's using that to make herself feel good, because at the moment she feels like shit. And if it was anyone else, I'd be like, that's awful that you're using this person. August is the worst, and he would use someone in an instant. It's not good for Felice either, though, because it's just a really toxic way to start a relationship, and they're just not good for each other either.
August kommer att stanna här över helgen. Jag hörde honom prata om det och han kommer vara på mig.
Yeah, this is not gonna happen.
Så, vad tänker du? Tror du att det kanske skulle funka om jag åkte till Bjärsta istället? Hem till mig? Jag vill ju liksom hänga med dig ändå.
He has not seen it. I thought this was the episode.
Vad är det som hänt?
Kan du inte följa med mig, är du snäll?
That would be absolutely awful as well. The fact that it was out in the media before he even found out about it. Everyone knew before him. Oh, so awful.
Det är Erik.
He's dead.
Wilhelm. Erik är död.
It's awful. Like, that scene is so heartbreaking, especially since we've had so many scenes of almost the only times that we've seen Ville happy and carefree is when he's been speaking with Erik and he's lost that. He's lost the only other person that can truly understand his struggles. And on top of that, he's become the crown prince, which was a job that he never wanted. He didn't even want to be prince, but it was always like, it's okay because you know very unlikely that you're ever going to become king. And he's got to go through all of his grief completely in the public eye. It's so heartbreaking, and the position that he's in just is like 10 times more heartbreaking. But I truly feel at this point, this was the point where it was like, oh, okay, well, their relationship is doomed then. He can't date Simon as the crown prince. I don't see how that's going to work. Obviously, we're going into season 2 soon. I don't see how it's ever going to work out for them. I really just don't. But I'm happy to be along for the ride. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Obviously it's a little bit different to all of my other videos, so if you have enjoyed it, it would mean so much to me if you would give this video a like. If you're enjoying watching me react to Young Royals, then please subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading the rest of my reactions to season 1, and I'm just getting ready to react to season 2, so if you want to catch those, then please remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.